This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so Academics actually got to the bottom of this. So shout out to him. He called AD and got on the phone with OT Genesis, and they talked about OT Genesis and AD getting in that squabble outside of the club. And it turns out that security was acting up. They were there for a Wiz Khalifa event, and security acted up. But then like some other guy got into it. So you'll see OT Genesis, he actually is grabbing one of the guys that was on AD, right? And he's just putting him in a headlock to disengage him from, going forth, trying to get into it with AD. So they said, the part of the footage that wasn't released was them turning up on security and people that were trying to squabble with them. Of course, he says, I knew that part wouldn't get caught. They'll just catch the middle of the fight, which usually happens. People aren't going to pull out their cameras until you'll never get the security footage. They'll never release the actual truth of what happened. So yeah, AD and OT Genesis got into it. I was like, which happens, if you're not wanting to let certain things go with security, you're going to get into it. Okay. Then we got T.I., tells this fan he does not want to hear his bars. This guy came up and says, "Can I spit for you?" And he said, "Nah, man, but we can take a picture." He was very respectful about it. I mean, not everybody wants to hear somebody, wait, you think you're going to get signed from someone spitting to you? I mean, remember that there was a guy that used to do this constantly in Atlanta, and he actually became, pretty known for that. But I don't know, man. Going up and spitting to people now, it doesn't mean you're going to get signed. So you got to get your buzz up on the internet first. You have so much access in 2024. For the past 14 years, you've had YouTube. You can put your own music up on Spotify. You've had multiple platforms to upload your music to. There's no excuse now to not, before you had to spit to people in person to get noticed. You don't have to do that anymore. Then we got Cam Newton. So Mase and Camron react to this, and they say he keeps going to these camps trying to give back to the youth, but the youth don't care. He says they actually, he tried to break up a fight actually between some people, some kids, and they ended up trying to beat him up. And this isn't the first time this has happened. Cam Newton tries to be such a good guy, but it's backfiring. And Mase made a good point. Young guys today have no respect. This is why I stopped doing music videos in 2013. I was like, wait a minute. Things are changing. Things are weird now. People don't have any respect for people anymore, So you could get into a situation where someone has a gun, and they pull it out and they shoot you. And they can shoot you. They might not mean to kill you, but they'll shoot you in the wrong place and you'll die. So anyways, then we got Schoolboy Q rejects doing a Bobbi Altoff interview. Someone said it would be legendary. Finally, somebody's like, nah. Why would you do that? You should only sit down with people that know hip hop and get asked the right questions. Sometimes it's funny to do those interviews, and I think she was trying to be one of the funny between the two fern type of interview type things, but she went too hard with hip hop, and it was obvious she was using hip hop audience to gain her audience without having any history in hip-hop. Go sit down with Joe, it's better to go sit down with Joe Budden, Nori, Gillian Wallow, anybody that's been in music. Academics it goes down with academics. People like that have actually put work in from the ground. Come on, man. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one, and I took the weekend off a little bit, so I'll be putting out a lot of videos today and forwards. Thank you for bearing with me while I was on vacation. I took 2 days to recuperate from just getting back, and let's get to it. Peace.